The always controversial Game of the Year award is about to be revealed. Will it be the massively popular Elden Ring, or will God of War Ragnarok usurp it? And what about Xenoblade Chronicles 3? That has quite a vocal fan base who would love to beat those other two games. There's even a possibility that Stray wins Game of the Year. Never underestimate the power of cat lovers. And we can't forget about A Plague Tale Requiem either. But we all know what the people really want. It's the games, the reveals, and the release dates. Because the Game Awards has announcements on every console, whether it be PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Nintendo, Steam Deck. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you play on, you're going to get something that you've been looking for, something that you want. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, the Game Awards never really gives us what we want. But I have a feeling this year will be different. This year, we will get some mind-blowing reveals, starting with Final Fantasy XVI. Because Naoki Yoshida, the game's producer, will be there in person for a very special live presentation. And I don't know about you, but that has me extremely hyped for what he's going to reveal. Because why else would he be there if it's not to show us all Final Fantasy XVI? Finally, we will get that. I mean, it's possible that he could be showing us a 14 expansion, but I still think we're a few patches away from that at the moment. But I would love to be proved wrong. Hey, show us both at the Game Awards. And while we're talking about sure things, let's talk about Ever Crisis or Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. Because those games will for sure, one of them, at the very least, be shown at the Game Awards. I guarantee it. The betas for those were supposed to be released this year sometime. And you know what? It's already December. It'll be December 8th by the time the Game Awards roll around. So I'm sure that we will hear something for one of those games. Now, on to the titles that are not Square Enix. I think there is a very good possibility that we see Dragon Age Dreadwolf at the Game Awards. They revealed a trailer, I think it was in 2019 now? It's been 3 years. We need to see it. Oh, that would be fantastic. And how many people want to get their revenge on Solus for him betraying them? After all, he's willing to tear down the veil and do whatever it takes to restore the elves to their former glory, and consequences be damned. Oh, I need to get my revenge. And while we're talking about some sequels to some great games, how about The Wolf Among Us 2? I can't wait for that. That is Telltale's prized possession at the moment, and it was scheduled for a 2023 release date, so I think that has a very high probability of happening. And Diablo 4! If you're like me, you've anxiously been awaiting that, playing Diablo 2, Diablo 3 in the meantime, well, maybe a bit of Diablo Immortal, waiting for Diablo 4 to be released, and it's coming. I have a feeling we could see an April release date for that game. Oh, just come on, give it to us. And what about Nintendo? What's their presence going to be like at the Game Awards? Because that's always the question, isn't it? I mean, could we see something like a Metroid Prime 4? Oh, that would be phenomenal, but I have a feeling they're going to save something like that for one of their own presentations. However, something like a Donkey Kong game. We haven't had a pure Donkey Kong game for the Switch yet, and that's something that they could reveal. Or even a new Mario game, because that seems to have been quite a while. We're at least going to get another new Mario Brothers movie trailer, because even though they just showed one off last week, it makes sense to keep the marketing going, hype that one up to the extreme. Well, those were my predictions, but how about my hopes? I hope we see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Give us the release date that we so desperately crave. I mean, I know Crisis Core is coming out on the 13th, and probably in June is when we're going to get Final Fantasy XVI. But even if you give us a December release date for next year, that will satisfy us. Just whet our appetite a little bit. And imagine, just imagine, if we got Kingdom Hearts 4 shown to us. That would blow my mind. So, those are my thoughts on what games are going to be revealed at the Game Awards, my theories and my speculation. But I want to hear yours, because I'm sure there's a game that you're hyped about that you want to see at the Game Awards. So just let me know in the comment section. Maybe hit like or subscribe if you've enjoyed this or any of my other videos. But even more importantly than that, I want you to have yourself a fantastic day. May your heart be your guiding key, my friends. And remember, happy gaming.